It's like, I mean, some people have houses there, then you rent them out to people that come. I mean, because when you were, when they're shooting these Marvel stuff, I mean, you'd have to have like, Chris Pratt or Robert Downey Jr. I mean, you can go live not in that town too, but like it's right across from the studio, so you can just run over there. But they have like ice cream shop.
Yeah, I just can't imagine you go out in the morning or whatever, and you freaking, Robert Downey Jr. or Al Pacino is like checking his mail or whatever, and he's like, whoa, And that would be the like weird part for me, dude.
Yeah,
Trillith Town for Marvel Studios in Georgia could be the future of cities. And does it come with a pet or anything? Like, what's the whole?
I think you can get whatever you want there. But it's so they did a bunch of Marvel movies. I bet this is an old article because it's not. I think stuff's coming back, but now Marvel's all in London.
Okay, got it.
But it was
this is an old 2022.
But it was it's like, so they built those towns for like a lot of the workers, like the idea of the union guys to be able to go live there and like be able to come sit there and work, and
that's wild.
But they did, everything. They did everything there.
You're too tired when you get home to think about grocery shopping, but that's okay. The delivery robot has just rolled up in front of your house with your weekly order. And this is the Trillith Town. The 4-year-old residential portion of Trillith was modeled after the building styles and village feel of European cities. It's a new town for about 5,000 people, created using the principles of new urbanism, a concept that means neighborhoods should be walkable and compact with varied building types and less emphasis on cars. Oh, it's pretty cool.
And they would have different streets would be like, I think it says European and British style designs, while other spots are more modern facades. What is it?
Facades. Oh, no, facades.
Facades. And so you could go shoot actually on that street. So if you had like shoot a British style movie,
you could shoot it on your neighborhood.
You could do it in the neighborhood and be like, well, these houses look like they're British, and these look more modern and stuff like that.
Wow!
And you can rent it out.
And this is on Perplexity AI. Thank you, Perplexity. According to the article, the town's amenities are geared toward a walkable, self-contained lifestyle: retail, restaurants, a boutique hotel, co-working space, performing arts center, wellness center, and an innovative micro school. It also has lots of green space, communal parks, and geothermal smart home design features. Wow.
Yeah, it's a great idea in the fact that if you were trying to, which they did. So you're creating this studio, and the thing is like, it was, the taxes is like, now everything went to London. Like they're all in London now because they're making those movies and they're so expensive. So it's like they shoot a lot of stuff over there now. They want to shoot everything there. There was that, Rob Lowe talked about that thing where it's like for his game show, it was easier to shoot in Ireland and fly the American audience out to Ireland than it was cheaper than film in LA.
That's crazy, man.
Which I think it's now that LA's like doing something but it got to that point where it was like, will you not? Which this movie was like in Atlanta, and I think we would have shot it in Canada or something, but I was fortunately able to be like, well, I just wouldn't make a movie. I was like, I'm not.
We're just too far away.
Well, it's like, man, I'm touring, and you're able to. The great thing for any young comedian, if you just keep doing what you're doing, you end up getting to hold a lot more kind of power. Like that, you know what I mean? Because you're like, I'm touring. I have a thing. I can do this. So when you go make something, it's not that you have like full control, blah, blah, whatever. But it's like, you can say no.
Yes.
Get the power of no.
Yeah.
So you can be like, it's like, we got to go make this movie in Canada because it's cheaper. Then it's like, then I'll just either try to make it on my own, or I'll figure it out, or find something else. Or I'm touring. So you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, there comes a balance where you can start. I got a game show. We shoot it here in Nashville. They wouldn't shoot it in Nashville.
Did you try to shoot the film in Nashville?
I tried, but this one it was moving so quick that it's like we could have probably, but then we needed to get it made. and they have everything.
More infrastructure there
They
for
have
making
more
stuff.
infrastructure. The thing about Tennessee is we don't have you need the like an A and B team of workers. So like if you're shooting movies, you need like the union guys, the guys that make the ones that make the movies. Like you need them working on one, then another team is working on or the second movie, and you're kind of able to flip flop.
The second movie or different scenes?
Like a different movie or whatever. No, I mean a whole different movie. You got to have multiple production crews.
Oh,
When their height of that Trillith, I mean, I think they were using 12 to 20 studios filming a lot of things.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So they would have like, as long as you got
to have a lot of crew in town.
Right.
We do not have that. We have crew here. We don't have enough to handle high demand of movies.
Got it.
Like, you got like they're doing that Rescue 911, Nashville 911 or whatever it is here. Well, that's a great crew that's there. But if you have them doing that, you don't have a crew that's just sitting that you could also go shoot Batman here. So you need...
Right, we just don't have the infrastructure. We don't have the...
I think we can.
Right.
I think we can get it. I think it takes time, and you got to show that there's...
yeah, you got to take
You got to
time
show
for
that you're really committed in doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Things have to happen. There needs to be tax incentives, all that type of stuff.
All of it. Then...
But Atlanta has a ton of that. Even for the example, that neighborhood, it's like they have a neighborhood built where people can stay across the street that are from the studios where they can all be right there.
Georgia was a place that jumped on that really, really fast. But, then you see it now, a lot of stuff, even left, it still wasn't low enough. So then they still go out farther. But I mean, that's where you're in a movie business that's really reliant on these movies that cost $500 million to make or whatever. Yeah. And you're like, well, then you got to stop making movies.
How much did you guys cost to make, you said?
I think ours was like 38 million.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big studio.
Wow.
movie.
I didn't realize all that, man. Congratulations. Yeah. I mean, that's fascinating. That's wild, dude.
Yeah. I think it was something like that.
And Mandy Moore is also in it. She plays your wife. You have a couple of children in it.
Yep. Yeah, the kids are great. Charlotte, Birdie, and Stella is the oldest. That's Birdie. But the kids are great, and it's a movie it's PG. It's the idea of this is, I want you to go take your whole family out to go to it.
Amen.
Take your mom, take your grandma. Like, it's I just love that. I love that when people can go out and they can all go together. I want to go to stuff with my family. Like, you want to go, and then so you go look at a lot of movies now. It's like a lot of horror movies.
It's a good point.
It's horror. Or it's like a Marvel movie or something. Or it's animated. Like, there's no live action movies like this, I think, that are being made that are PG, and it's kind of the direction that I wanted to head in. Well,
it's been a lot of your direction, it feels like. Why is that? Like, overall, like, I get it 100%, right? Like, I get it, and it's been so successful for you, right? Like, I think you're like the top touring comedian last year, maybe, I think. And I don't mean to get that wrong, but you attract you can attract all ages, right? Your comedy's kind of for everyone. It's for kids too, even.
I don't write it for kids, but kids can come. The point is, like, your kids don't have to leave the room.
Got it.
Like, so if it's on, like, but it's when there's tons of kids at my show, not tons. But there's kids at the show,
right?
And you see them, but I watch them and I can tell, like, they're not, they don't. Like, a kid's not gonna they don't get everything.
They don't get.
Yeah, they like some of the dumb, silly jokes. But if I'm talking about like marriage and stuff like that, they're not gonna be laughing at that. But I know when they get in the car, they're gonna just talk about the whole night.
Right.
And I hear that from parents. Like, they're just like, oh, they just kept. But a kid doesn't know how to. It just kind of sits there and stares. But then afterwards, they just are excited. They haven't been to an adult event, and so this feels very adult. Like, you're watching because it is, you're making it for, my stuff is not, I'm not trying to make it like it's just kid friendly. Like, a kid can come in. You're just not cursing. You can get away with a lot more when you don't curse. Mm-hmm. Cursing is just kind of like, that's just what I've found. But it's just,
what do you mean by that? You can get away with a lot more.
I think you can say a lot of things and talk about a lot of stuff. And I think if you don't curse, it's,
I need to hear this.
It's like the cursing is what I think, like, it's just, that's what, when people hear that, either they check out